Leo, a trio of Leos. Trio, you might be Leo 3 times, or you've got so much Leo around you, it's unbelievable. So I'm just feeling, I don't know, feeling like myself again, or you could be feeling yourself, I don't know, but feeling like myself again. I've got so many Leos around me. Brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, they're all Leos. What's going on? Are you a Leo seeing a Leo? Leo sayer pulling an all-dayer. You might be pulling an all-day shift, like a 12-hour shift or something. And I seem to be at work all the time, doing a lot of work. Anyway, Leo. So because I did If You're Dealing with a Leo, and not many people watched it, and it took me over an hour, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick with doing normal readings. It seemed to do better. So let's see. Leo. If you haven't seen it, watch the video I did the other day about if you're dealing with a Leo or Leo dealing with someone. Okay, Leo, so Judgment Day. So divorce, separation, just reconcile or about to. It's old or new. It's up to you. Depends on what you're doing with your life here. But this came up as the first card in Gemini, where I was channeling for about 35 minutes. My name is Jeff. You might be a cook or a chef or something like that, where you are doing cooking for a living. Okay, because this is like a hot oven. It's like a cremation. So be careful you don't burn something. Is really what I'm picking up, that you might burn something. So be careful. But yeah, I mean, unless you're going to a funeral or there is someone that's very ill in your life, then this is basically just that you've just reconciled and you've just started off a new path, or you're about to. Okay. This is also like a signpost, looking for signs, synchronicity, God, religious energy here. Vows. You see, this is why it would relate to Valerie, or vows of like renewing something. Kindred spirit. I don't know why I'm picking up kindred, or my kids. Somebody here in your soul group could have just had a baby or something that's new in your life here. But this could be somebody that's new. Now, don't forget, if this doesn't relate to you, but you've got Aquarius in your chart anywhere, you can also watch this reading, because Leo and Aquarius are both major arcana star signs, and they relate to 8. Okay, the major arcana number 8. Well, the numerology number of 8. Let's see. Leo. Coming up for Leo. There you are. Leo or Aquarius. Something going on in the future. Feeling loved, feeling wanted. Looking forward to the future. Making plans for the future. If you've just reconciled, you're looking forward to the future of spending the rest of your life with this person. If you've not, and you've just met someone new, a knot might be a Pisces, swinging upon a tree, 1, 2, 3. But if you've not just reconciled and you've just met someone new, this is pretty much where you're making plans for the future. Okay, together. Healing each other, sexually, mentally, and emotionally, where you can kind of feel this person at a distance. If they're doing something, you'll be able to feel it. If you do, that's kind of like a twin flame soulmate energy here. Okay. It's been given to you on your path. Okay. The Lovers, Gemini. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just picked up the 9 of Wands, but I see it, but I'm not going to take it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or Capricorn, Leo, or Aquarius, Libra, maybe. Okay, but like I said, this is a newborn love, a newborn baby, a newborn idea. They keep saying newborn. So you might be listening to Muse, or you're treating someone as your muse. Okay. But for a majority, this is something new going on. If you've reconciled, this is you're in love with the person, that's why you reconcile. Okay. Let's see. Leo. 3 of Wands, someone at a distance. 4 of Swords, fatigue and tiredness, wanting to be with this person. It doesn't feel like it's a struggle. It's more of a yearning energy of like, I want to be with you. I want to ravish you. But you're at a distance and it's a shame that I can't be with you. Now, some of you, somebody already in a commitment and a relationship, if it went bad before, is starting to get drained and tired by their karmic energy that seems to be draining them, and that's making one of them look elsewhere. This is where I'm looking somewhere else. I'm not quite with it. You know, you're here, but I'm not really with it. I'm thinking about someone else at a distance. Maybe if I made the right decision or not to reconcile. Like I said, some of you, this may be this is online communication where there's text messages, Twitter's, Instagram, WhatsApp, where I'm talking to someone online, but they are at a distance. Okay. And then the Four of Swords is just naturally getting slightly tired. Leo, what's going on with Leo? Coming up for Leo or Aquarius. Nine of Swords. Slight amount of fatigue kind of kicking in here. I don't know if there's any like mental health, but... Oh, by the way, I've just started my ADHD medicine, Leo. It just arrived. So I'm on amoxicillin, which is 40 milligrams. I think someone in my comment said, Steve, I started mine last week. If you're on that, let me know, Yvonne or Siobhan. But if you are on ADHD medicine, then it is a non-stimulant, and I think it's called amoxicillin. Then please let me know below how long you've been on it and if it's working and if you've experienced any side effects. But the trouble is, Leo, I don't know if you know much about this, but I also take 40 milligrams of citalopram, which is also an inhibitor, serotonin inhibitor. And you're not supposed to take both drugs at the same time. And I'm not one to really be plugging everything down my throat because I normally believe in like natural remedies and stuff like that. But I've been riddled with this for so long that I'm just hoping that it works. But yeah, I'm considering maybe stopping my citalopram because you're not supposed to take both at once. But anyway, I'm just letting you know where Steve's at. Some of you might be catching up with someone and there's a conversation about, I'm just letting you know where I'm at, where I am in my progress. Okay, because something here seems to be making progress, but then it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Like, because this is like, if you're seeing someone that doesn't live with you, this is difficult in order to get it going. Like, I really want it. It might be a car. You might have broke down in a car or something. But like, it's very difficult to get it going. Like motivation here. Like some of you might be really suffering through motivation and like, oh God, I'm finding it so difficult this week to just get things going. Like I can't seem to think straight. Like, I'm working, but something is on my mind and I'm sort of like going to bed quite late here. Or I'm missing out on a lot of things because I'm working a lot here. So let's see, because this judgment is also a part of what happened with the divorce in Gemini reading, okay, where I said the separation and the divorce, and now a person's like starting to think about, I'm stuck now, I can't go anywhere now, I can't be myself again. See, the trouble is with relationships, Leo or Aquarius or Crosswatch or anybody, the one thing that you always want to remain is a sense of self when you're in a relationship. You shouldn't need to change who you are for anybody. You shouldn't need to change anything about your life when you're with someone. Now, there is compromise, but when you start to lose a sense of self in a relationship, you find other people selfish because they don't love you or want you for who you are and like you for what you do about you. Okay, so people can start to lose a sense of grip of self. We just seem to be going to work, coming home, going to bed, going to work, coming home. You get married, you have children, you lose sense of self because you don't have money. Okay, you can't really afford to go on holiday. You can't just go out whenever you want because you've got a child, okay, or a dog or a puppy or whatever, right? But you can't just pack up and leave whenever you want. So there are rules that make you lose sense of self. Okay. Don't know why I needed to say that, but always try to keep a grips of who you are. Okay, so let's see. What is judgment here for? Why is judgment here for Leo? The moon. No, gaslighting. So that's a major arcana 9 is the moon. Okay, and then you've got the major arcana 9 there of gaslighting. That doesn't say Virgos are all gaslighters. Okay, now this is also mother and father. Someone is a mother or father or estranged from their partner. This is also a couple that have just are man and wife living together. Okay, living together under the same roof. This is also a counterpart, a new one for a lot of you. Someone that I've just found. Okay, I've just found myself with someone either. Okay, either. This is either at exactly where I live or the opposite ends of the hemisphere, or the name Hemmett or Brian. Okay, but the other ends of the hemisphere. Because when it's light, it's dark there, and when it's dark there, it's light here. Okay, but because it's so close to one another, it's telling me that the person that you have met is very close to you. It doesn't take long to get there if it is at a distance. So it can be an hour or two or something like that, 2 hours or an hour. But it's very, very, very close if you guys are not already living together. Because this is like a mother and father still together, not divorced, not separated. None of them have passed, and that's my folks. They live with one another, family, okay? But what it tells me is if this is new, it's someone that I've met and I've just found, but we live very close to one another, okay? And it's picking up, like it's very hot and heavy. Now, I will say, if you've been in past relationships where there's been a lot of breakups and a lot of reconciling, and so much of that has gone on because of pulling you down, narcissism, control, draining your energy, stopping you from being you, that's applying again. It's happening again because you've found yourself in the same circumstance that's now making you or him think elsewhere and start to think, I'm now stuck. The connection that made me want to come back, I've realized that nothing's changing and it still isn't going anywhere else than what it has been. It's the same. Right? That's why you get the Knight of Pentacles, the same. So I'm staying with the same person and the same thing is happening. Okay. Drained, fatigued, tired, thinking of other things in my life. The Star. Why is the Star here? Three of Swords. Yeah. Capricorn or Gemini energy. A lot of this is still relating to that marriage and commitment. Okay, because don't forget, the reason why these come up a lot is because of the numerology, not just astrology. Meaning if there are two people, there's 12 star signs that represent also numerology. When you mix them together, you pretty much get everybody in every reading. Right, the husband, the wife, the parents, like, you know, so you get involvements of everything. So majority of this is telling me about that very toxic marriage that was present, that someone's now gone back to their karmic energy, and that's now what they're experiencing. Okay, they still haven't completed something maybe with another person that they may be wanting, because they may be realizing that they've made a mistake, maybe to go back. And then what their mind is now wandering, or a fish called wander, maybe a Pisces, but their mind is now wandering elsewhere. She's got 3 and 3. Now, if there is a third party, it's very difficult to say, to be honest with you, Leo or Aquarius, whoever's watching, because they have to be physical, not metaphysical connections. Like when you get into a metaphysical connection, you soon have to establish it into an actual grounded commitment, because people can just, because you're not really classed as a husband or wife or a girlfriend or boyfriend or seeing someone if you're just metaphysically connected to someone, right? So it just causes karmic heartbreak, right? What's the Lovers here for? Someone's happy. They're thinking about someone is. It's Gemini energy or Cappy. is thinking about, it's kind of like someone feels like they've made a mistake and they're now worried that someone may have met someone new, or have they moved on? But that person that's also thinking that has also gone back to someone. It's kind of like they're regretting something. What's the Three of Wands? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Illusional third energies, which means it's metaphysical, not on the physical plane. Unless you've established we're going out, we're seeing each other. That's concreting it in. Seven of Cups are just people that can have metaphysical desires of people that I'm not with. But then again, the marriage and the commitment of the people that went back are now thinking about other people. If they made the right decision, thinking, did I make the right decision to go back into the karmic energy of what was now before, and now I've lost the chance of the path I was on because I made my choice. I went from a 2 to a 3. So I made my choice, I took my path, and now I've got to make my bed and lie in it, which means I might start thinking that someone's lying, okay, or manipulating or gaslighting me. So now because of that, I've made my choice, and now I'm at a 3. Thinking, are they seeing someone else? Do I love someone else? Do I have a connection outside of the connection I'm in? What would have happened if I didn't make this choice and go back? It's like regretting it. Four of Swords, because they're also becoming emotionally drained. Four of Swords, fatigued. Yeah. I don't know who's talking to who here, but there is conversations happening across the Atlantic or whatever. What is the Nine of Swords? An Emperor. God, even he's got a Five of Pentacles. Like, I don't know. This could be Scorpio, Aries, Life Path 4 energies. Like feeling at a loss, like I've lost money. If this couple are the ones that are reconciled, they're really struggling through reconciliation, through money and debt. Like someone has put somebody in debt, or the name Dan or Danielle or Danny or Darren, but put someone in debt here, and now they're regretting it because they've given up their life, and now they feel like they're being pushed out into the cold, like just left out, like, you're there, but I'm just leaving you out. Emotionally distant. I'm not including you in certain things. This Emperor may be like wanting to lead a bachelor lifestyle of like wanting to be single, but also got someone. And when it comes to like, can I come out with you? They're like, no, I want to do it by myself, Can't we go out together? No, I'm going to meet the lads. Like, I don't want you with me here. And this person's now making them think, well, if you go out on your own and you want to do things on your own, when you leave me, why is that? What do you do when you're not around me? Are you talking to someone else? Do you go out and you've got options that because this can be drinking and alcohol, the Seven of Cups. So it can be like illusion, and you go to the pub or bars or restaurants and you go out with the lads, and when you go out with them, you don't want me around. But why is that? Is that because you're seeing someone else? And it makes them fear, because you don't want me around. You're pushing me out. You're wanting to do things on your own and not with me. What is the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, the Death card, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Someone's going to be blatantly honest and end something here. It's like the inevitable ending. You got 2 4s. It's a Jim Morrison. Okay, it's like, I'm not happy. It's not going anywhere. Okay, or it won't go anywhere. So let's just end it now and just get things over and done with, because I need to talk to you just to tell you the truth. I may have someone else, or I'm not happy and I don't think it'll work out. It's kind of one of those, Leo. Let's see. Leo, any messages for Leo? I want to reach out, but I can't at the moment. See, Gemini had this so many times in their readings, this same card, and it was all to do with marriage and commitment and divorcing, separating, getting back, meeting someone else. I want to reach out, but I can't because I'm now stuck, either again or I'm actually now stuck and I can't. Like, I can't reach out because I'm going through something. Well, that normally means because someone else is involved, normally. It doesn't normally mean time, unless someone just doesn't make the time or the efforts for someone, but that may be because they're not really into the person. So let's see, Leo. Save your money just in case you need to leave. See, if there are divorces and separations, you always need to keep your own money because someone may be putting someone in debt, like financial debt, draining their bank account. Like you're draining, Four of Swords, fatigued, tired, draining, Ace of Pentacles, money, Five of Pentacles, no money. You're draining my finances and my money. Let's see. Leo. New soulmate. I mean, it's probably about time for someone to find someone here, maybe. If you haven't, because a lot of you here, you could still be just stuck on past energies, unable to move on. Keep hearing the name Siobhan or Yvonne or Evie or Stevie. My heart longs for a connection. 7, at distance, but I can't seem to find one. Some of you may not actually even have one. You're just longing for a connection, but you're not physically putting in the effort to actually get one, like going out and going to singles clubs or reaching out to people on the internet and talking to them. And, you know, I always say you are what you eat and you meet where you are. And if where you are the majority of the time is at home, you're not really going to meet anyone at home unless you're on the internet, right? So if you're constantly at work, where are you going to roughly meet someone? At work. If you can't, you've got to go out in order to meet someone, right? You are what you eat and you meet where you are, okay? So don't forget that one. So, there you go, guys. Thanks very much, Leo. Hold on, Leo. Let's do you a few more cards, actually. I forgot. I've got this other deck here. But good time to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps. You guys have been absolutely great doing that. And I can't do this channel and make it bigger without you. So please at least just give it a like. But a like and a comment is great. Leo... you are not part of my plan permanently. You see, there is this, like, you're not really... It's kind of like someone's just a bit of a fixture at the moment, like a fixer-upper, and I can't seem to fix it because it's broken and I can't mend it. I can't mend it. I love myself enough to walk away. Good. There you go, right? There's self-respect enough to walk away and walk out on something that also isn't working is also a major sign. Right? It doesn't mean I love myself enough to walk away from someone that's just going to ask me to go back and then I'm just going to run back at the moment's notice. Right? Love myself enough means I don't really want a relationship. I'm actually good on my own. I'm really not that bothered, to be fair. If I'm on my own, great. I love my own company. In fact, I thrive off it. You know. Let's see, Leo, and that's normally when you get one. Leo, I'm waiting for an apology. Oh, God. I I don't trust you. You're getting all the negative cards out here, Leo. I don't know. I mean, why do people wait for apologies? I mean, like I said, man, it depends if you're religious or not, but, you know, holding no resentment is one of the sins that you shouldn't hold people accountable for their actions against you. So regardless of whether they did or not, it's about forgiveness. And if you sit there waiting for apologies, that means that you still hold someone accountable for the actions that they took against you. So you can waste a very long time waiting for things that don't come. It's about learning to move on and forgiving without an apology, not really needing one. Okay. So there you go, Leo. Thanks very much. Really do appreciate it. If you want to join below, it just really helps me out. There's 150 teaching videos and a load of old readings over there. It's only $3 or $4 to join per month, but it's just a way of saying, thanks, Steve, I support you. And it just gives me a little bit of extra at the end of the month. It's only $3 per person to join. So I really hope that you may consider it. If you want a personal reading, all links are provided below where it says Steve's Facebook. Join my Facebook and then you can reach out for a personal reading at any time. Okay, thanks very much. Really appreciate it. See you soon.